Happy Sunday, first Sunday of 2020. I hope everybody had an awesome first week of the year. I absolutely did. My name is Josh Waxman. I am the owner of Lee's Hoagie House of Temple University and Center City. I am also the owner of Josh Waxman Success LLC, and I am a business owner, serial entrepreneur, and for the next 52 weeks, I will be bringing to you live on Facebook, posted onto YouTube within the next week, the Waxman Weekly, where I will be delivering content and value on business owning, life, understanding people, and why you do what you do. So today is our first official Waxman Weekly, and for the next quarter, for the next 13 weeks, I'm going to lay out my success plan, my game plan every year that I do, starting a few weeks before the end of the year and ending right before the end of the year so I can set myself up for success the following year. I have a 9-step system that I follow, and I've been following for 6 years now, ever since I read my favorite book, Think and Grow Rich, right over here. I have my most important books right over here to my left. Okay, I got David Hawkins, Letting Go, Transcending Levels of Consciousness, Power versus Force, Healing and Recovery. Jeffrey Combs' The Anger Factor, and I have Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, my original version that I've had since I was 17 years old. And I've been studying these books and these systems for success since I was 17 years old. Thank you guys. Libby, how you doing? Amanda, how you doing? Great to see you. Thank you for tuning into my first Waxman Weekly. And I wanted to first welcome everybody to this call. This is going to be, again, the first of 52 live Facebooks for this year. The first 13 of them will be covering my success plan, 2020 success plan, walking you step by step. What's up, Juan? How you doing? And the first step of my plan, of my success plan, is dream big dreams. Number 1, dream big dreams. Number 2, why you do what you do. Number 3, set goals. Number 4, develop a success mindset. Number 5, develop success skills. Number 6, develop success habits. Number 7, create your own daily system. Number 8 is take that system, track your progress, track and improve and grow. And number 9 and most important is consistency. Consistency is key. Okay, and then every year we redo this step. Okay, we're going to take these 10 steps, these 9-step system, with the 10th step being to reflect, readjust, and to reevaluate. And I'm gonna walk you through those 9 steps over the next 9 weeks, starting today with Dream Big Dreams. Now, a large percent of society has lost their dreams, and it's not that you don't have dreams or never had dreams, but it's that they were beaten down and beaten out of you. Okay? When you were 5, 6, 7 years old, everybody has dreams. Every 5, 6, 7-year-old, every young person, every child has dreams. Mary, how you doing? And Mary, nice to see you down in Fort Lauderdale. Juan, thank you for joining. And dreams are really important because when you dream big dreams, you have nothing in your path. Nothing is stopping you. There is no resistance. You are dreaming out there. Andrew Johnson, Chris Capelli, what's going on, guys? How you doing, my WIS football boys? And dreaming is so important because you have to have this dream. Otherwise, you're going to set very realistic goals that people have told you, that society has told you are normal. And you don't want to be normal. You don't want to be realistic. You want to be unrealistic, and you want to dream big dreams when you are dreaming. Okay, there's one set. Step 3 is setting goals. We're not there yet. We're dreaming big dreams right now. And when you dream big dreams, you have to pretend that money is not an issue. You have to think about what would your life be every single day if you had all the money in the world. You already traveled everywhere that you wanted to go. You already helped your family, bought them houses, did all that. The classic, I achieved all my dreams, just won the lottery, sold my company for $100 million. I just went on a year-round vacation. I bought a house in the Caribbean. I took my family on vacation. I retired my parents. Those are all great, but those are all things that are on every single person's list. Okay, so it's important for you to take these dreams that everybody has and figure out exactly what you want. If money were not an issue, what would you do with your time? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Christina, what's up, girl? I miss you so much down in Miami. And, Christina was somebody that was with me along the way. Christina Renison was one of my friends down in Miami when I went to college, and she was right there along my side while I was writing out these plans, while I was creating these dreams that I had. And if you see right here, right here is a timeline of my life, a river that I made when I was 12 years old. And when I'm 25 years old, it says I wanted to graduate from Penn State and own Lee's Hoagie House or be a professional baseball player on the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay? I'm not a professional baseball player on the Philadelphia Phillies, and I didn't go to Penn State, but I do own 2 Lee's Hoagie Houses instead of 1. And I went to University of Miami, which is a much better experience to me in my mind than Penn State, being in the cold versus the warm. And those 2 things, that was when I was 25 years old, and I'm 24 years old right now. And it's just to show you that from 12 to 24, if you have this idea that you want, then nothing is going to stop you from getting it. My dream when I was 50 years old is to own 5 Lee's Hoagie Houses. Now my dream when I'm 50 years old is to own 2,500 Lee's Hoagie Houses. Okay? So when you're younger, you have these dreams. And you go to school, you go to pre-K, you go to preschool, you go to play football, you go play sports, and you're out in society, and you come home and you get your first C. And now your parents think there's an issue. Now they're going to put you into these lower level classes. You go play football, you go play basketball, and you're not a starter. Right? So now you're not good enough in school, now you're not good enough in sports, now you're not, and you go ask some girls to come have a play date when you're 8 years old, and they think you're gross and you have cooties. And all of these things start building in your mind when you're 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. By the time you're 16 years old, your psychology is built up of all of these dreams that you had that are bashed down by society, by the government, by the schooling system, by your parents. And most people, luckily I'm not one of these, was always constant positivity, and I had my family and my influences telling me that I was great, that I was going to do great things. And a lot of you guys will say, oh, that's great for you, Josh, that's awesome. Well, it's important to know why you are the way that you are, and it's important to know how you can get better at the way that you are and change your mindset. Because when you have these dreams right here that you want to do when you're 25 years old, you want to graduate from Penn State, own Lee's Hoagie House, and be a baseball player. When you're 50 years old, you want to have a wife, a healthy family, wife, 2 kids, and own 5 Lee's Hoagie Houses. When you have this dream in your mind since you're young, then you don't stop ever going and getting it because it consumes your thoughts. Okay? Dreaming is very important, to not be realistic at all whatsoever, to believe that you have all the money in the world, you already again went on all the vacation in the world, you already bought your family a house, you already retired everybody that you want to do, and now here you are in that beautiful house on the water. For me, okay, my dream is to live every day inspiring other people through who I am and what I represent, living in Miami Beach, in a condo, apartment building, overlooking the water. That's one of my main goals. I love having a beautiful view. I have an amazing view right here, these bay windows, and I'll show you guys soon. What's up, Tony and Jack? What's up, guys? And I have these beautiful bay windows, and to me, having a view, being able to see out, I see the entire Philly skyline over here and the art museum, the Philadelphia Art Museum over here, and that to me is awesome. That to me is the dream, to come home after a long day's work. I barely even got here. I had to call a cab because my Uber wasn't working actually, to get back here by 9 o'clock so I can get this started. And every day when I come home, every day I know I'm living my dream. I'm not there yet. I'm not in Miami overlooking the water, but I am owning Lee's Hoagie House. I am in a lot of debt, yes, but I am doing exactly what I wanted to do. Again, money is not an issue, so money does not matter. So money is meaningless, and we'll get into that later. But if money did not matter, what would you do with your time? And you want to do that every single day. And I've never stopped doing that, ever. And I catch myself sometimes saying that when I was younger, I was an average high school kid or I was an average middle school kid. But the truth is, I really never was average. I always was surrounded by average people, but I had an above average mindset and above average aspirations. I always wanted to be a business owner. I was always the leader. I was the quarterback of the football team. I was the leader, the project manager of every group in high school. I was the lead presenter. I was the one that volunteered to go first in presentations. I was the one that wanted to present for the group if everyone else didn't want to present. I was the one that would make sure my entire family was okay when we're going on vacation. I was the one that was playing football in the middle of a football game, making sure my family in the stands was happy. I was the one that wanted to manage and train my dad's restaurants when I was 13, 14 years old. I was the one that did not go out often when I was in high school, didn't drink, didn't do a lot that much until I got to college. And that's another story. I really had 2 years of escaping in Miami and avoiding reality. But what Miami did for me is it taught me to dream, and it surrounded me with success, and it taught me that I can do anything that I want to, and that everything, I never would have, not never, but I'm not really sure exactly what my dream would have been if I never went to Miami. It definitely would have been to own Lee's Hoagie House. It definitely would have been to have a healthy wife and family and kids, and that's definitely always been one of my dreams. But living in Miami, being so clear and understanding what it's like to live in the warm weather every single day, waking up early and walking to the gym in shorts and a tank top, and being able to live that life and be 20 minutes from the beach, that is the life that I want to live if money were not an issue. But at the same time, I love doing what I do every single day. And Grant Cardone, he's one of the guys that I follow on YouTube and Instagram, and he says that he does things that he doesn't like to do every single day. I mean, I literally, the last hour before I got on this call, I was doing dishes, taking the trash out, sweeping, mopping, cleaning the grill. I actually cut myself cleaning the grill. I was sweating. So I do things I don't want to do every single day also, but it's important to understand that you are PTP, paying the price every day for success, and the price never gets cheaper. The price never changes. It's the same day, every single day, day in, day out, the same grind. And you know, that dream that you have, I want you to start thinking about it. Take that dream that you had when you were younger, that dream that you put away so far away because everybody told you it was unrealistic and it was crazy and that's never gonna happen. Even if you're 35 years old and you want to be a football player, okay? Even if that was your dream, it does not matter, okay? Even if you're 35 years old, you're not going to play professional football. You can play semi-pro football. You can get back in shape. You can hire a trainer. You can get back in shape the way that you were, maybe not exactly, but the way that you were when you were 25 or 15 years old playing youth football, okay? There are people that I know, that I've seen, that I follow, that are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 years old that are all in peak condition, highly successful. I mean, 70-year-old bodybuilders, 15-year-old millionaires. I mean, there are everything. So if you say that you're too old to be healthy, well, that's not true. If you say that you're too young to be successful, well, that's not true. All of these things are thoughts that other people put into your mind to keep you down. All of these dreams that you had, the reason that they're shattered is because everybody else around you that didn't achieve their dreams doesn't want you to achieve yours. If you achieve yours, then how are they going to feel? How are they going to feel when you achieve your dream? right? So unless other people that you're talking to are on their path of success, most likely the rest of the advice that you're going to get from your environment, your school, the government, and from your parents are going to be negative shit. You don't want to listen to negative shit, because negative stuff is going to get into your mind, and then it's going to be just like a cancer. Okay? Negativity is just like a cancer in the mind. You want to understand that your mind, your brain is like a sponge, and it's called the hive mind. It's an open hive where things are constantly going in and out of your brain all the time. Thoughts from you that are internal, and then thoughts and sounds and feelings that are external. When you walk into a room and you feel tension, your brain is reading that. When you walk into a room and you see excitement but you haven't been excited yet, your brain is seeing that. When you walk into a room and you see somebody sulking, you feel sadness but you don't know why you feel sadness. And this empathy, this sympathy, this is all an effect of the hive mind, and how we're all interconnected, and how you can really achieve anything that you want by coming together and forming this mastermind. Okay? So dreaming big dreams, not worrying about what is going on in the world, not worrying about how much money is in your bank account, not worrying about what the current state of the economy is, not worrying about whether or not your invention has been invented yet. I mean, just go do it. Like, nobody cared. Thomas Edison wasn't thinking about any of this shit when he went through and just failed 1,000 times of making the light bulb. When you have a dream, you are persistent, and you have a why, and you take that why and put it down into these goals that I'm going to teach you guys in the next few calls. I'm going to break down this for you so you can understand how to take this big dream of owning 2,500 Lee's Hoagie houses, taking this big dream of being a professional football player, taking this big dream of owning a $5 million condo on the water in Miami, take this big dream of driving a orange 457 Ferrari Spider down US 1, down A1A in Miami. These are all very crystal clear pictures in my mind, visions that I've had, visions that I've written about many times, and it's important to have these visions. What's up, Kincaid? All right? It's important to have these visions, to have a dream, to not worry about anything that's going on in the world, and to dream whatever the hell you want to dream every single day, and not let anything stop you. Your dreams are going to be like magnets. Your goals are going to be even stronger magnets, but your dreams are going to be like the gravitational field throughout everything. Everything that you see is going to be connected to your dreams. When you see a beautiful apartment, a beautiful view overlooking the water, you're going to think about your dream. When you see a new Ferrari driving down the street, you're going to think about your dream. What's up, Juan and Kincaid? Right? When you see things that remind you of your dreams, it's going to make you want to go get it more and more, and it's going to be like a magnet, and it's going to attract you. But you have to put this into your mind. You have to put your dreams back into your mind if you forgot about them. You have to be obsessed with success, be obsessed with living your dream, and have 100% full faith and confidence that you can do it, because if you can think it, it's possible, because every idea, everything that you see was first thought of in the mind, so anything that you think of in the mind can then be produced into reality, okay? So break down exactly what you want to do, think about it, sit down, close your eyes, and think about where would you want to live. Would it be cold? Would it be warm? Are you driving a sports car? Are you driving an SUV? Do you have a family? Do you have a wife or a husband? Do you have kids? If you have kids, how many of these kids do you have? Do you have 1? Do you have 2? Do you have 5? Are you living in a small house that's overlooking the water, a condo? Or are you living in a big house in the hills somewhere, or in the mountains somewhere? These are all different, very different dreams that people have, but it's important that you get clear on what this is and what you're looking for, whether or not you want to wake up every day in the cold, whether you want to wake up every day in the warm. Some people, to me, it sounds crazy to wake up in the cold every day, but for some people, they like that. And I want to wake up every day and it be beautiful outside, and that's just me. I like it when it's 80 degrees outside. My mom hates it when it's 80 degrees outside, right? I love the fast-paced environment and living in a little apartment and just coming here only at nighttime and sleeping and doing my thing. And my dad loves being at home, having a house and being situated and settled. And everybody's at different points in their life. Everybody has had different experiences and different influences based on their environment, their schooling, the government, and their parents. So every day, wake up and think about your dream, write down your goals, think about your why. I will be teaching you guys how to go through this system where you dream big dreams, you reinforce it every day with your why, you have these goals that you've set, you're developing your skills and your mindset every day into these successful habits so that these skills that you're working on, this mindset you're working on eventually becomes second nature. And then you create your system, you track these goals, you track these skills, you track everything so that you can measure them and improve upon them and throw some things out that don't mean anything to you and add some new things that you want to do and change your schedule. I just created a new schedule, my new schedule for 2020. It's totally different than my schedule was for 2019. And I was just talking with Jason, my manager and partner at my Center City store, and we were saying you have to change it up sometimes. You got to figure out different things that you can do to achieve the same objective. There's a million ways to grow sales, and you got to go one by one and try them, but how will you know? I appreciate all of you guys and the love that I receive from you. You are the reason that I'm inspired every day to wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym and work my ass off for 12 to 16 hours every day and get back and do it all over again. It's because one day I know, I have faith that where I want to be, this dream that I have will come true. I'm not there yet, but it's a process and it's a journey, and I want you guys to get started on this journey with me. 2020 is the new decade. It's the end of an era and the start of a new one. Whatever happened in 2010 to 2019, put it aside, put it in the past, learn from it, grow from it, and focus right here on 2020 to 2029. We have this time, these next 10 years ahead of us to understand that you can achieve everything and anything that you put your mind to. Thank you all so much. Josh Waxman, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, owner of Lee's Hoagie House of Temple University in Center City, and Josh Waxman Success LLC. I will see you next Sunday right here, 9 p.m. for Waxman Weekly #2, Facebook Live. Thank you very much. Crush it this week, and I appreciate it. Have an awesome, awesome week.